Hey, welcome back. So today I wanted to bring you guys a brow tutorial, and I'm not going to lie to you guys. This took a lot out of me because I know how to do my brows, but to try to explain it to someone, I mean, I could tell everybody it's very simple. This is just, what I do. But it's really hard to kind of just break it down step by step. It's kind of like for people who do wing eyeliner on camera, it's really hard for them to do it on camera. That's how I feel about my brows. It's really, really hard for me to do my eyebrows on camera. I don't know what it is. All of a sudden I get super nervous and I'm like, I can't really do it. I get so many questions about my eyebrows, how I do them, what products do I use. I get a lot of compliments and I'm like, brows is really easy, but if you're a beginner, it's not so easy to you. Like, you have to know what products to use, kind of like the style of your brows. And one thing I'll mention, for the beginners who are just starting out doing their brows, definitely recommend getting your eyebrows waxed first, just so you can kind of get the shape you want. Anytime I go get my eyebrows waxed, which that's what I did this time, I just say, can you clean up my brows? I don't say make them thin. I don't say arch them. I don't say, do a design. None of that. I just say, can you clean up my brows? Bam. Never had a problem. Yeah, I just try to keep them as simple as possible, and I've gone through every brow you could think of. I've had box brows. I've had the brows where I thought I was supposed to be using a black pencil on my brow because I keep my hair so dark, and that is definitely not the case. So I've gone through that. Unfortunately, I never went through the brows where I kept them super thin, where you just draw that one line. No, I have never done that. But yeah, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I think I can pretty much do my brows the way they're supposed to look and not have too much going on in the front. So if you want to see how I achieved this look for my brows, just keep watching. This is what my brows naturally look like and without anything on them. This eyebrow is very simple. I usually don't have any problems. I do have odd hairs that grow on this brow, but I feel like this eyebrow just grows very well. So I do the same thing. I'm taking a spoolie. I am brushing up my eyebrow. Once again, take Anastasia's Brow Wiz in the color Ebony. And I'm going to get all those sparse hairs. And as you can see, just kind of like just where the bald spots are, you kind of just want to fill those in. And once again, I'm using a very light hand when I do this. So I'm just trying to make my eyebrows, or use this pencil to make my eyebrows look like hair. The hair that I'm missing. And like I said, I do get my eyebrows, I usually tweeze them, but when they get too bad to where they're like out of control, then I will go ahead and get them waxed. So that is why I had them waxed this time, because they were just out of control. I couldn't take it anymore. So, and as I mentioned, I'm already a week in, and you can already tell that my eyebrows are growing back in right here. So, and pick up my angle brush again, and then I'm going to take my Anastasia pomade, and we're going to try this again. And of course, as I mentioned, I am going to start kind of like where my arch is, start at the bottom. And of course, I am taking a light hand once again, and I'm kind of just pulling the hairs back, all the way back. I only picked up a little bit of product, so let me try this again. And wipe it off. And I'm just pulling the hair back. And as I mentioned, my hair on this side is just a little bit different. It grows a little different. And then I'm going to start where my arch is. And I'm going to go ahead and just put product there. And I told you, like, as you can see, this one kind of has an arch. And then I'm going to come more towards the front of my brow, just with a little bit of product. And I think I got too much. Go ahead and wipe them off. And then I'm going to take my angle brush and I'm kind of just going to flick it upwards. Like I said, because I'm trying to make it look like it's hair and not product. So I flick my brush going upwards. Just to make it look like hair. And then I'm going to go back in with my spoolie. And I'm going to brush out the extra product. Like I said, this is it's nothing. This eyebrow is the easiest. Then I'm going to go back in with LA Girl's Pro Concealer. And I'm just going to take a little bit of product. And as I mentioned once again, we're going to start the product here, kind of like where my arch is. And I'm not going to use the top because I've already did my foundation. And we're going to go ahead and spread the product. And of course, concealer always makes your eyebrows look very clean. And that's always the look that I go for. And I kind of just use my finger to kind of blend out any extra product. But as I mentioned, that's more of a highlight. And I'm just lightly going over the top. There's not really any product on this brush, so I'm not too worried. And if I start to see too much of a square in the front, I'll go ahead and take my concealer brush and blend it all out. And then I'm going to go back in with my spoolie and brush the brows back up. And I'm going to go ahead and put this all over my brows, especially this side. Like I said, these brows, they like to curl, it seems like. Like that one just seemed like it was looking a little too curly.
I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling my change the game with that digital drop. Know where you was with that digital pop, I stopped the world. Male or female, it make no difference, I stopped the world. World stop. Carry on.
Kitty on feet, pretty on feet.
As I always mention, thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this tutorial. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. I hope you learned a little bit of something different of how to do your brows, kind of like the tips and tricks that I use to get my perfect brow. As I mentioned, I like them to look like sister and sister, not cousin and sister. I feel like that's just a little off. I try to get them, they're never going to be perfect. Trust me, I know. But I try to get them as perfect as possible, and perfect as possible to me is sister and sister. So yeah, I hope you guys really enjoyed this tutorial, and as you can see, I did get my bottom braces put on. Until my next video, I will see you guys later. Bye.
I'm feeling myself, I'm feeling my change the game with that digital drop. Know where you was with that digital pop, I stopped the world. Male or female, it make no difference, I stopped the world. World stop. Carry on.
Kitty on feet, pretty on feet, pretty cat.